What is up, guys? Groovy Guitar Dude here with a beginner-friendly lesson on Better Together by Jack Johnson without using bar chords. Guys, the very first thing that you want to know for this beginner version of Better Together is that we're going to have a capo on 3rd fret. Guys, the next thing you need to know for Better Together is the chords we're going to use for this song. Now, there's a whole lot of them, so go ahead and be ready to pause this and get ready to know these chords and get used to these chords and comfortable with them before we actually get too far into the lesson, because there's a whole lot to remember. It's not super hard, it's just a lot to remember. So I'll also have chord charts in the comments below for those of you who need them. So the first chord we're going to need is D. The next one is D over C sharp. The next one is B suspended. The next one is A. The next one is G. The next one is D over F sharp. The next one is E minor. And the last one is A. And guys, the last thing you need to know before we dive into this is the strum pattern that we're going to be using for this song. Now, there's a couple different ways to do it. I think Jack actually finger picks it. I know he actually finger picks it. But in the interest of keeping this more of a beginner lesson, I'm going to go ahead and just use a pick and give you guys a straightforward strum pattern. If you're interested in like a picking pattern, let me know in the comments below and I'll show you kind of what I like to do with this. But like I said, in the interest of keeping this beginner, I'm just going to give you a very, very simple, basic beginner strum pattern. So what I'm doing for this is a down, up for each chord. And it's going to be a little quick because of the transitions. That's why I'm trying to keep it simple on this side. The transitions over on this side are going to be a little bit quick. So we're going to just keep this strum pattern really simple, and if you want to add some chucking in there, or if you want to switch over to finger picking whenever you get good at it, go for it. But this is kind of what I'm doing. I'm just going to show you what it looks like with a D chord. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay guys, that brings us into our verse. So for our verse, this is where those all those chords come in. Actually, the chorus and bridge are very, 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 very easy. But the verses is where this really long part with a lot of the chords comes in. So we're going to walk through this part really slowly, and then we'll go through the bridge and chorus a little more quickly since they're so easy. So we're going to start with our D chord. Then we're going to go to D over C sharp. Then we're going to go to Bsus. Then we're going to go to A, then G, D over F sharp, E minor, A, and then we're going to repeat. And that is our whole verse. That seems like a ridiculous amount of chords. I haven't even counted how many it is, but it is a lot of chords. So it's a lot to remember, but it's basically, really what it is a walk down, all right? So if you know what a walk down is, if you're not quite there yet, that's okay, but what a walk down is kind of where it goes. It's kind of like you're walking down the bass notes, and in this, the way Jack uses it is he walks the chords down. So if you're playing this the actual way, you can see it a little bit better where it's walking down and up the fretboard, but with this, we're kind of, making our own version of it. So anyways, that's what it is, to walk down. That's why there's so many chords, because we're getting all those little transition chords in there too. But I'm going to walk through that really slowly. Like I said, strum pattern, down, up, and then that's our chord. So I'm going to walk through it really slowly, and I'll get up a little closer to full speed. So slowly it'll look something like this. And guys, a little closer to full speed should look something like this. Alright guys, like I said, that is the hard part of the song, so if you can make it past that, you will be good to go. Now we'll get into the chorus, and the chorus is very easy. All we're going to do, same strum pattern, is we're just going to go G twice through that strum pattern, and A twice through that strum pattern, and we're going to do that 4 times per chorus. Very easy. That is all it is for the chorus. So when we play that, I'm going to go ahead and play it full speed because it's that easy. I don't really think I need to walk through it slowly. I'll show you what it looks like when we put all that together. then back into verse. And guys, the only other part we need to know for this really is the bridge, as far as the chords go at least. And so the bridge, all we're going to do, really similar to the chorus, all we're going to do is we're going to start with an E minor. We're going to go through E minor twice through the strum pattern, and we're going to go to an A, and we're going to go through A twice through the strum pattern. We're going to repeat that 4 times, and we're going to go back to chorus chords. We're going to go G twice through the strum pattern, and then A twice through the strum pattern. And we're going to do that 4 times, and then that's going to lead back into verse chords on the way out of the song. So guys, that bridge all the way through look about like this. Alright guys, the very last thing we're going to go through on Better Together is that intro and outro picking part. Sounds kind of like this. And it goes into verse. So what we're going to do is we're going to run through that really fast. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here. Basically, you're going to have this shape the whole time. You're going to just move it around up and down the frets. So we're going to have 7th fret relative to the capo on D and G strings. So we're going to start by sliding our D string 7th fret up to 9th. And then we're going to pick 9th on the G string. And then we're going to pick 7th, slide down, 9th, slide down to 7th on the D. And then we're going to pick 7th on D. And then we're going to pick 7th on G. And then we're going to slide that down to 4th on G. And then we're going to pick 4th on D. And then we're going to pick 4th on G and slide down to 2. And then we're going to pick 2 on D. And then we're going to pick 2 on G and slide up to 4th. And then we're going to pick 4 on D. And then we're going to pick 4 on G and slide up to 7th. And then we're going to pick 7th on D. And then we're going to pick 7th on G, slide to 9th. And then we're going to pick 9th on D. And then we're going to pick 9th on G, slide down to 7th. And then we're going to go 7 on D, 7 on G, 7 on D. So I know that's a lot, guys. It is a whole lot to remember, but all you got to do is keep that shape there and then just get your picking down. So just shape, slide up and down to the fret you need to be at, and just get that picking, those slides where they're supposed to be. So go back, rewind that as many times as you need to. It's a little tricky to remember, but once you get it down, you got it. It's easy. So I'm going to run through that once really slowly, and then I'm going to run through it one more time full speed, and then we'll call it a lesson. And closer to full speed. And guys, that is everything that you need to know to play this beginner version of Better Together by Jack Johnson. This should match up exactly with the album version on In Between Dreams. The song is actually kind of hard to play in the original version the way he plays it, because Jack Johnson is a little bit notorious for using a lot of bar chords. Every chord in this song, the way Jack plays it, is bar chords. So hopefully this will break it down a little easier for you guys. I like to play this version. I kind of switch between the two, even though I'm a little bit more of an experienced guitarist. I like to switch between the two. It kind of adds a cool different sound, and like I said in the lesson, if you add some of that chucking and some of that kind of like the muted notes and stuff like that in there, it can sound really, really cool, even the beginner version of this. As always, guys, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those, and if this video helped you out, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I have about 345 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel, and I usually try to post at least about 5 to 7 a week. I usually try to get about 1 a day posted. So if this video helps you out, hit that subscribe button right now. Guys, I hope you have a blast playing Better Together. It's one of my all-time favorite songs. I love this song, and I was really happy to do a lesson on it. Guys, y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all soon.